Chilling tales for dark nights.
Want to make sure you never miss a Chilling Tales for Dark Nights video again? Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to turn on notifications. The following interactive performance is a first-round entry in Chilling Tales for Dark Nights 2025 Evil Idol Voice Acting Competition. And you, listener, get to help decide who advances to round 2. Voting is simple. Following the performance, simply click the thumbs up icon on this video if you'd like this contestant to move forward, or the thumbs down if you'd like to see them be eliminated. Voting on this entry will conclude 1 week after the date of its posting. Thank you, and good luck to all of our contestants.
It was time for a change. I wanted to switch up, rebrand. Things got stale and I needed a way to make myself seen. My old IG name, Chirac_85, was from a different vibe. It was all mixtapes that nobody wanted to hear in street dreams. I needed a new hustle, so I picked up my camera and started getting paid. But I needed a screen name that matched my new style. I spent about an hour typing names that were already taken. Each time I tried what I thought was more and more intricate, and every time I got that red X. That is, until I typed in @FlowPhoto. The green checkmark popped up, available. First thing that ran through my head was, really? A name so simple, so easy. It was like finding a brand new pair of Jordans just sitting on my doorstep. Something had to be wrong, right? But I went with it. I made a new profile pic with a link to my portfolio too. Remixed my whole style. That first DM was an omen I wish I had paid more attention to. A notification popped up with a preview of a message that said, "You can't shine in my light." I went to open it, but when the IG loaded, it was gone. My inbox was empty. I thought it was one of those scammers that got caught and deleted. Man, those people need a hobby. About a week later, I found a post in my drafts that I never started. There was no picture. It was just blank. Black box. Like the lens was covered or something. But there was an audio clip attached. When I pressed play, it was so low I had to use my earbuds to hear it. It sounded like a woman humming. It was old. The kind of sound that echoes when you call on the ancestors. I deleted it the fastest with a chill creeping up my spine and hit up my boy Marcus. Yo, my new IG account is crazy. Something ain't right. Define crazy. I sent him a screenshot of what I saw. What you on, bruh? Just change your password. Somebody probably hacked you. He was right. Or at least I hoped he was. I changed the password and set up 2-factor authentication. It was locked down. But we all know that wasn't the problem. The account started following people on its own. Not randoms though. It followed 3 other photographers, 2 poets from the Bronx, and a half a dozen accounts dedicated to finding missing Black women. My following count was filling up with ghosts. Then it made its first post. I was at my cousin's cookout. My phone was on the picnic table. Marcus grabbed my arm, his eyes wide. "Jamal, what the hell is this?" He showed me my phone. On my Flow photo page, it was a new reel. It was a 10-second black and white video. A close-up of a single snail shell on a cracked pavement. As the camera slowly zoomed in, that same ancestor humming faded in, and a woman's voice whispered so low you could barely hear it. "They never that." The caption was just one word. Witness. Before I could delete it, a comment popped up from an account with no post and default profile pic. At soulsister_79. She always did have an eye for the things folks stepped over. I didn't just delete the post, I deactivated the whole damn account. Nope, I said out loud, grabbing my phone. I'm out, y'all got it. But when I woke up the next morning, the account was active again, and I had a new DM from myself. How you gonna close a door you didn't even open? This wasn't a hack, it was something else. This was that feeling you get when you're walking home at night and the street lights cut out one by one behind you. I did what any sane person would do when faced with some shit they can't explain. I called my grandmama. I tried to explain it to her. The screen name, the posts, the DMs. She didn't know IG from a floor model TV, but she listened. When I finished, she was quiet for a long time. Then she said,
Jamal, some people don't get to finish their story. Their spirit gets stuck on the last thing they gave their heart to. You ain't just take a name, baby. You moved into a house where somebody's spirit still pays the taxes.
Her words sent a chill to my bones. I did some digging, real digging. I used an internet archive to search for Flow Photo. I found her, Florence Wells, a photographer and activist from my side of town. The search results were full of powerful and haunting images of her neighborhood. Portraits of the elderly, shots of kids playing in front of murals, visuals on the effects of gentrification. She captured the soul of the block. Her last post was from 2 years ago. It was a photo of a missing persons flyer for a young girl taped to a telephone pole, rain-soaked and peeling. Florence's caption was, "They keep erasing us. Time to make them see." The news article sold the rest. Florence Wells walked out of her apartment 2 years ago to photograph a protest and vanished. No witnesses, no leads. Just another black woman swallowed by a city that didn't bother to look for her. My blood chilled. She wasn't just a ghost. She was a woman with a mission, and I was standing in her way. That night it came to a head. I was in my bed with my phone lit up on a nightstand. At Flow Photo is now live. I didn't touch anything. I just watched, not able to move as the viewer count climbed. The camera was active using my phone's front-facing lens, but it wasn't showing me. It pointed at a dark, empty corner in my room. The live stream was silent for a minute. The comments were moving fast. Then a sound started. Sound of a camera shutter. It got faster and faster, overlapping with police sirens and a woman's quiet weeping. On the screen, the shadows in the corner of my room bled together. They twisted and coiled, pulling themselves into a tall, slender silhouette made of static and darkness. It had no face, just 2 points of burning white light where its eyes should be. The title of the live stream that I did not write appeared at the top of the screen. Witness. The figure on the screen didn't lunge, it just raised a shadowy hand and pointed. Not at the camera, not at me. It pointed through my screen, out into the world. The audio changed, and a distorted voice, cold and full of rage, began listing names. Tamika, Ayana, Rihanna, Rika. Names I knew from the news. Names I knew from those missing person flyers. The old dusty accounts that had followed me filled the comment section. Over and over they typed the same word. Seen, seen, seen. I tried to shut it off, but my phone wouldn't respond. I was locked out, a witness to my own haunting. I don't own that flow photo anymore. It owns me. I wasn't erased, I was remixed. My hands don't feel like my own. I wake up in the middle of the night sketching pictures of faces I've never seen. My fingers moving with a skill that I never learned. My eyes see things differently now. I see the stories in the cracks of the sidewalk. I see the ghosts leaning on the street corners. My phone just lit up. There's a new post on my page. It's not one of my photos. It's a piece of graphic art that I didn't create. It's an image of a single eye with the reflection of faces of 100 missing black women. The caption isn't in my voice, it's in hers. My hands got cold, so I borrowed his. The work continues.
Thank you for listening. I'm your host, Steve Taylor, reminding you that if you haven't already, don't forget to cast your vote for this contestant via either a thumbs up or a thumbs down vote. New entries will be posted throughout this month. Be sure to tune in and vote for each of them and help decide who becomes the next evil idol. Until next time, turn off the lights and turn on the dark.
Chilling tales for dark nights.